Yes.
Only English. Only English, madam.
Only English.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Both.
Only
Only
English.
English.
Both,
Can you
both.
speak 6 language?
Try to understand all six.
We are from South India.
And I believe technology having no language. Is it? Technology having no language, technology itself have its own language. Is it or not? Hardware, software, your ICT, your mobile, your desktop and tablet, that's what is enough. Internet is enough. Automatically lot of things, comes in your mind. It may be verbal, non-verbal, any language. So language should not be vaguely here. I will try to make you understand what is immersive technology. Have you ever heard this term immersive technology? नम्रता कितना मिनट तक बोलना है मुझे? 5:15 या 5:20 या 5?
We will take the time 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Sharp 5. I think all the
If they are
participants
ready to
stay.
sit after 5, we can take.
So I'm 15 minutes late. So I will
Ma'am, you
take
can take 5:15.
5:15.
First start, madam. Let us see. Start the vehicle.
ये सेशन और भी जल्दी खत्म हो सकता है अगर आप मुझे टाइमली रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे तो. And I think this technology is something you need to know. Okay, nothing to do with anything about this technology. I'm not going to ask you to develop or design any content and all. So I'm just trying to give you a overview, or we can say what this technology is. ये टेक्नोलॉजी है क्या? I think you might have heard so many technologies, and I think you have heard this term immersive technology before coming to this session. How many of you heard about this word immersive technology? 1 and 2, only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what? How you will define this term immersive technology? Immersive. Why we call this one the immersive technology? Hardware technology, there are software technology, there are disruptive technologies, and there are so many technology terms. So what is
We are
immersive?
totally involved in that. We are taken to that environment.
Immersed into that.
Immersed into that environment. But
The
Yes, sir?
virtual environment is being created around us, and we will be immersed into that and feeling it as the real.
Good. Good answer. Anyone else? कोई और चाहती है सर?
AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality are coming under this one.
That's written there. Extended reality, AR, VR, and virtual lab. So that is the part of that one. But how you will define this one? Immersive. Who the hell did coined this word immersive technology? I always blame the edtech company. Every time they come out with some new words, and we teacher educators are struggling to understand the technology concept and fundamentals. Is it or not? Huh? Every time they introduce, after 1 week, you will get some new terminology. Yes, this is a new technology. They are branding that technology. You are the best in the world, first in the world, one of the best in the world. Like that, they are branding. Is it or not? And we teachers and teacher educators and policy makers are ये कौन सा technology आ रहा है? How we will incorporate in our teaching, learning and assessment? Am I right or not? हाँ? एक समय टीवी था, रेडियो था, कंप्यूटर था, इंटरनेट था, वेब था. अभी और पता नहीं ये चीजें आ गई हैं, कल और भी चीजें आ जाएंगी. Am I right or not? Yes. So we need not worry about this new terms. कभी भी इस चीज को लेकर आप worry मत होइए. I used to tell everybody, these technologies are nothing without us. And I remember the Shaw, I think Shaw Barnard, one playwriter. Bernard Shaw. He written that we teachers are superhuman. We teachers are superhuman. So technology will not rule us, we will rule the technology. And people used to say that this education field is least bother about technology. We bother about technology. We will not accept anything whatever you will bring to us. Is it or not? ये कोई भी IT कंपनी कुछ भी लेके आ गया बोले कि this is good for education. We will not accept blindly. And we are saying this tourism, your medical and all technology, all field they are accepting the technologies and everything. We want. We will analyze this how it's going to facilitate our teaching, learning and assessment. Am I right or not? Yes. Here we are ensuring how human learns. Yes, either you and me or me. हो गया यहाँ पर आप सीख लिए. Is it or not? Now you are in this environment, you are immersed here. You become the part of this training. You become the part of this session. Otherwise, those who are not in the part of this session, they cannot, learn anything from this session. जो लोग यहाँ पर हैं, जो यहाँ प्रेजेंट है, जो इमर्स हो गए हैं, के हिस्सा बन गए हैं, वो ना इंटरेक्ट करेंगे, करेंगे क्या नहीं? Yes, more you will interact, more you will learn. So immersive technology, I will come to one by one point. आप end of the session में समझ जाएंगे कि what is immersion. I'm not going to define it here now. One by one, I will take you this one. So नम्रता आपको मेरे बारे में बहुत कम बताइए, मैं बता देती हूँ आप लोग को. Some cases are new to me, some are known to me. I'm part of the NCERT from 2002 onwards. I'm the students of NCERT. I did my BSc B.Ed from RI Bhubaneswar, my M.Ed, my PhD. I started my career there, and I worked as a 9 years as a teacher educator in a university. So ये मेरे लिए बहुत ज़्यादा concern है, because I remember Noam Chomsky said, if you want to destroy a nation, destroy a teacher education program. So I'm worried for teachers. अगर हम teachers को अच्छा बना देंगे तो बच्चे अच्छे बन नहीं जाएंगे. Am I right or not?
English,
So
English, ma'am.
yeah.
In English only we can understand. Otherwise we can't. You
No,
are
madam,
saying-
whatever
you
you
are-
talk in Hindi, we will not understand.
You are saying some phrases.
The same thing I'm repeating.
Okay, then we can
I'm
follow it.
repeating, and English I'm saying that same thing I'm repeating in the Hindi. Okay, so
We are
it's
trying
not.
to catch you, but sometimes we are missing. Some words we are missing. Okay, no problem.
This repetition only, that when I'm speaking in English उसको हिंदी में कर रहे हैं तो some थोड़ा बहुत तो 1 and 2 words meaning इधर उधर है, but I'm repeating the
Okay,
same.
we will catch.
Okay. So I'm associated with that NCERT from 2002 onwards, and I am the product of NCERT, and I worry for the teacher education program more. And last 2 years back only I associated with this project, that is AR/VR and virtual lab. So from the last 2 years I am working on this project, and I did lot of R&D, and I realized that what is this technology, and that experience I am going to share with you. So I'm basically MSc in bioinformatics. I understand the technology part and the programming basic. But here I'm going to share you my experience, 2 years experience, and what is technology and why is matter for us. So this is the session outline. We will try to understand the concept of technology. Then the second point is spectrum of reality, then elements of reality, immersive technologies, then immersive technologies and assessment challenges and considerations. These are the point of discussion for this session. Okay. See this slide. What do you understand by this slide? Answer me. Answer me. Is it this, the way you understand the technology? This is the way you understand technology? Am I right? You tell me. If yes, then say yes. No, then I will explain. This is the way you understand the concept of technology? Yes or no? Yes. No, कितने लोग no?
That's an interesting question. As an AI, I don't understand.
One yes means rest of them is no. Say something. If you will not say, how am I going to know that you understand or not? I mean, क्या बोलूँगी? This is the way you understand the technology, yes or no? Before this session and before seeing this slide, this is the
Yes,
same
ma'am.
way.
We are having little clarity here. First of all, the person have to take a decision. Then when they are thinking about decision, whether then action, then it is the first is as a person you have to think about the technology. Then whenever reaching a technology, there's an interface, whether it is user friendly or not. Then again the question mark is there. Then we are going to simulated and a interaction. That means finally we are reaching at the virtual world. But one logic is there, ma'am. I'm not able to find out, and I hope you can explain to us. One logic is there, but I exactly am not able to find out because three stages you are putting the question. First, whenever as a person I'm thinking about, there is a question. When I'm thinking about my action, there is a question. And whenever we're thinking about the virtual world, that is also question. That means three questions talking about lots of answer maybe there. We hope we'll get it from you.
The technology is for the person. Person is not for the technology. So he has to tune with the virtual world, and he must summarize the needs, and he has to know the needs of the virtual world and question himself and stimulate and do the actions accordingly. So the technology is for the person. Person is not for the technology.
Agree, sir. You are absolutely right. Anyone else?
First, the person.
Only you can see three big questions. Yes.
The person first decide the which topic is more, and prepare. And how to prepare the steps. Person first which concept is known, and prepare how to prepare the steps and convert to technology.
Okay. I am agree somehow. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, for a person to, if a person want to explain a concept, he need to do something. Then it will be converted through an interface to a virtual world for better understanding, and then it will be reflected back to the person or some other person so that he can understand the concept better.
Thank you, sir. Let me keep it very generic here, very general. Okay. That question mark is your decision making. Question mark is your decision making. How we are deciding or how we are making the decision. So, see, just I'm citing you an example. So, between you and me, there is an interface here. What is that?
Mike.
And this one is the technology, either hardware or software, whatever is there, and this changing our imaginary world, that is the virtual world, that imaginary world is here. The better the stimulus, better will be the response. So we, for the strengthening the stimulus, we are using one interface. For strengthening the stimulus, we are using this interface. Am I right or not? This is the interface between you and me. Yes, so that is the interface. This technology is nothing is the interface between you and me, or one person and another person, and it's helping us, sharing the information, or strengthening our stimulus. Am I right or not? If I will not use this one, and I will not use this display board, and I will not allow you to open this system, how you will perceive the world, how the perception will be changed, how will affect our perception, that changing our decision making also. Am I right or not? If I will not show this PPT, your perception will be different. Am I right or not? How you are perceiving the stimulus? The way you are perceiving the stimulus, that changing our perception. How we are perceiving that one, and that perception decide our decision making. Am I right or not? Yes. Is it clear? That is the concept of technology. It may be a hardware, software, any technologies come. That's why I asked you in the very beginning. Have you heard this membership technology? Any number of technologies will come. All IT companies will come with the new mics and any devices and all. So that is interface between you and me. This is stimulus creator. It's supporting our stimulus. And the sense organs, we have a 5 sense organ. This sense organ is actually sensing the stimulus. Am I right or not? For the better stimulus, we are using interface. Yes or no? Better will the stimulus, better will be the response that Pavlov says. You can go to the stimulus, that operant conditioning or classical conditioning. Is it or not? Am I right?
Yes.
Better stimulus, better perception. That perception help in decision making. And for the better perception, we are using technology. That's in this one. Now, whatever I'm explaining to you, you are in your imaginary world. You are able to hear me clearly. Suppose I will speak in Hindi आपका इंटरफेस चेंज हो जाएगा. There is a barrier. You cannot think, you cannot create your imaginary world. Now you are partially in your imaginary world. Am I right or not? The word came Pavlov, immediately you are in your parallel world. When you have learned that word, you know what was the classical conditioning? Pavlov, nahi, Vygotsky, nahi, there is one that and a lot of theories are coming. Partially you are in virtual world or not? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is your imaginary world. And this technology, going to this immersive technology, help you to create or rebuild or construct or deconstruct or strengthen your imaginary world. That is the virtual world. Am I right or not? And most of the time we are governed, we are directed, or our every activities is controlled by our imaginary world. Is it? Agree or not? This is this technology. This is this technology. So this is person decision, that action depends on this one, interface, and that is simulated environment, that is your information processing unit where you are processing everything in your brain, your imaginary world. Then again you are coming to this one, again you are the cyclic process. Simple this one. Any technologies come, any technology. This is the concept of technology. Don't forget. Spectrum of reality. कैसे हो गया, कुछ लाइन ऊपर चला गया 90 का. तो रियलिटी वर्ड, उसके बारे में आपके मैं और कुछ बताती हूँ. जस्ट रीड दिस स्लाइड. There is a yellow box and there is a text outside the yellow box. Real world is there. Physical world. Physical environment we experience in our day-to-day life and everyday life. Then in the yellow box you can see that augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality and virtual world. You can read that line given. Superimposition or superimpose digital content onto the real world, enhancing our perception. Your mixed reality, blended or augmented and virtual reality, they completely immerses users in a simulated environment, blocking out the real world. And then there is a virtual world and mixed reality. Have you heard these terms before? सुना है. सुना है. You have heard these terms. So what this technology is? One by one I will give. I will not let you read by line and all. I will give you the fundamental understanding of AR, then VR, then mixed reality. AR, the very best example of AR is, let me ask you a question. Before coming to this session in the morning, what you did? You wake up early in the morning, you went to your washroom, you wash your face, and after washing your face, there is a big mirror in front of you. Is it or not? I am looking today. I am fresh, not fresh. Is it or not? Again, you are washing your face. Is it or not? You did or not? Same thing you did. And after that, you had your bath, your brush, and everything. Okay. Before leaving the room, your final look was looking yourself in a mirror. So what you have seen in that mirror? Mirror image of yourself. So who is real? That mirror image is real or you are real?
That is virtual.
Huh?
We are real, that is virtual.
That is virtual. That is virtual. That is the example of augmented reality. 50% you are in the physical world, 50% you are in a virtual world. So this is a simple example of augmented reality or AR. In physical world, we are augmenting. We are augmenting the digital object. Is it clear? So this word, this augment is not a new word. This word is derived from the Greek. That Greek means argument means if you any of you are interested in the Greek philosophy, in their Greek philosophy, they used to do some role playing drama and lot of role play they used to do, and that role playing they used to play a role of their deity. Okay, they do makeup and they wear that attire and all, and they do the drama like that. God actually, that deity is actually appear in that one, and people like that. They must this is actually the God, but that is not the God. 50% that is reality of persona is now presented in the form of deity. Now also in our Indian, I think this movie came Kantara. Kantara part 1 and part 2 is there. There also some person is reading all this attire and all. People believe that this is a superpower deity or God is there. So that augmented word derived from the Greek, that we are augmenting in the real world. Some imaginary things we are augmenting in the real world. So one example of that mirror image. Second example of the technical example is the QR code. QR code is the next example of augmented reality. Simple example of augmented reality. And next example, the third example is that technology getting advanced and that we can see in our mobile phone also. That e-commerce sites are there, either Amazon, either Flipkart, Lenskart, or after the Zomato, Swiggy. You can see a small cube box, and they are saying 360 degrees something written there, and some cubes are there. They are saying you place this object in your room, how it's look like. Is it? You wanted to buy a sofa, you wanted to buy a spec, and Lenskart is saying that you augment your taste. So you are physical, but this one is digital, and that determine how you look like. So this is the augmented reality. And virtual reality, is it clear to all?
Clear.
Virtual reality is something I would like to give you an example of that movie you have seen, Avatar. Avatar. So have you seen that movie with your normal eye or 3D glass?
3D.
3D glass. How many of you seen that Avatar movie? All. That world, Pandora world, created by James Cameron. Is it or not? That Pandora world really exists in this world?
No.
Do you believe that world exists in this world? No, you believe.
Only then we can enjoy them.
That world is exist. That world is beautiful world is there. You know, in your dream. While you are dreaming, na, you are that world is very beautiful. That is the Pandora world. And that person, that hero is there. Before landing to that world, he lie down in one incubator box. He wears something, and after that, he is landing in that virtual world. Am I right or not? Yes, that's a technology. It's nothing. It's the parallel world, or you can say metaverse. That graphics created world. There he can do anything. He fly, he jump, whatever he can do. Is it or not? So that imaginary world created by one graphics avatar. That world is very beautiful, and that world only can experience through the 3D glasses. And this virtual reality can only be experienced with a headset. That is called head-mounted devices. Okay, that is the head-mounted devices. Some of us I think call that a VR headset, but in generic we call head-mounted device. And this technology is very old. 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, 15 years, 200 years is 1750. Sorry, 1850. 18 or 1750 these terms originated. From I think more than 200 years, we are keep on evolving. Now that AR glasses is came, no need to wear head-mounted devices and all. Simple one aspect is required. 3D glasses now we are wearing, and we are entering in the world of virtuality. Now, A and B, augmented reality and virtual reality, if we will mix, that become a mixed reality. Achha, how many of you believe magics actually exist in this world? Magic. Magic show, have you seen? What the magician do actually? Tricks. How he used to tricks?
In a fraction of second, in an
Yes, fraction of second. So, what is the capability of our eye to capture the image?
1/10 to 1/30.
25 frame per second. 25 frame per second our eye can capture. If beyond 25 frame per second, our eye will not able to capture that one. That is the magic. Getting my points? No.
I understand.
Getting my points or not?
Yes,
It's like the animation is there, na? So suppose this is there. So this one is maximum 25 frame per second. So one frame is there, so that is 25 frame per second. Then our eye are able to capture the images, and it will convince to our brain this is real. If you go beyond the 25 per second, then 25 frame per second, then your eye is not able to capture that movement. Then your eye will tell to your brain, no, this is not a real, this is a magic. That is illusion, tricking our eyesight. Tricking our eyesight. And in this technology, we are using 125 frame per second. 125 frame per second. Our eye can capture the 25 frame per second, but this technology is using the speed of the frame is 125 frame per second, and that creates an illusion, and that illusion makes us immersive. Okay, that immersive technology, that immersion, that 125 frame per second, that world, James Cameron created that world, Pandora world. Every graphics are, I think, 60 to 90 frame per second, but currently 125 frame per second. Just you imagine how the world look like. कितना सुंदर दुनिया होगा. This graphics you are seeing, this pixelate. Earlier the computer graphics is not clear, but now see how clear this one. It's nothing, the pixelate, how the pixel is there. So like that animation also, the movement is there. This will be more than 125. Then you imagine, I will never capture this real or unreal. Then my question is, second question is, you will tell me what is real and what is unreal. What is real and what is unreal? Because here the word we are using reality, 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 reality. What is real?
What is truly exists is real.
Touch and feel. We see the image in the mirror, that is unreal.
Physical environment. We feel physical environment.
What is unreal?
Which is covered reality.
Imagine.
It is covered.
Unreal.
In education is a science or physics or maths or chemistry or language or social science, all subjects, even computer science. Okay. These all that concepts of every subject it exist. So I told that whatever exists in this world is real. So all concepts in your science, maths and whatever subjects are there, the concepts exist in this world?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Abstract concept exist? Exist? Then that means whatever we are teaching to our students, that is partially real and real. How you will define that one? Tell me, a plus b whole square is a real or unreal?
Real only.
Real only, ma'am.
Real only. Real, but that should be proven.
Unreal, but we are applying this for real. A plus b whole square is not real.
It is imaginary.
Is it or not? But we are applying that theory for your real problems solution. Is it or not? Yes. Have you seen your heart? Your heart is real or unreal?
Real, ma'am.
Real.
Huh?
Real, ma'am.
Real.
How come you say your heart is real? Have you seen your heart?
I feel my
Scan
heart.
later have to check.
I feel my heartbeat.
You feel.
Punch the heart.
In our Hindu mythology, Vikram Betal one story is there, na? And Panchatantra is there, na? So lots of fictional stories are there. The Vikram Betal was one Rajkumar, one a prince carrying a skeleton, and the skeleton is narrating a story. Is it or not?
Yes.
And he asked the question that skeleton will vanish and he will hang over in the trees and all. Okay. This story is real, but why you believe this Vikram and Betal? You love, still I will give you some story books of Vikram and Betal. आप उसको पढ़ने लगोगे. You will start reading all the things. What is the story behind that one? Am I right or not?
Yeah.
This is real or unreal?
Unreal. Imaginary world.
Imaginary world.
Bring us to
Imaginary world. So here the two word is there. Reality and virtuality. reality and virtuality. If you will, I don't have much time to tell you all the things. Otherwise, Namrata will come. Ma'am, time ho gaya, chhod do. Lot of things I have to tell you. That whenever you have a time, you have a discourse among your faculty members. Reality and virtuality. How come virtual become a real and how come real become a virtual? In education, how we'll take it is so many abstract concepts and complex concepts are there. That is invisible. We cannot see that one. We only, imagine virtually. Everything we plot in a virtual world. Am I right or not? Suppose let x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 5, then what will be the value of z? X plus y is equal to z. So 5 plus 5 is equal to, we are saying the 10. Where is x? Where is y? Where is z? The students are not able to figure it out. Let x, y. Let's z, y. Why not a? Why not b? Why not d? Why not e? The variables are there. The students are unable to figure it out, they are not able to relate that one. Where the students do. Heart. Yes, the human heart is there. Human heart is this much size. Is human heart is there. Is red in color. Four chamber is there. Am I right or not? There is a left article, right article, ventricle, whatever you are telling to them. This is a human heart. This is an amphibian heart, or this is a fish's heart, or this is a bird's heart. So that is, students are unable to feel the reality where they fail to understand the concept. Am I right or not? Yes.
Yes.
There we are using this technology. Abstract concept. In audio and video creation, you cannot use the abstract concept to present that one. Will you able to do that one? No, you cannot. Now the 3D graphics are there. If you see in the 3D graphics, the real hearts are there. Just you imagine a real heart you are portraying here as an augmented reality. You are using the augmented reality where the student will place that heart here in the physical world. How would it feel? Wow, hearts is look like this. They will customize the hearts. They zoom in, zoom out. They will bring it forward, forward and backward. They will rotate in 360 degree. That is interactivity in nature. Some student may that red heart is there. They may make green heart, yellow heart, blue heart, black heart. Then they will realize that why heart is red in color, why not black in color. That is the interaction. Is it or not? And this technology facilitates this thing. Our second question is there. Out of these five sense organs, which sense organs you believe is the most powerful sense organ?
Eyes.
Eyes. How many say eyes?
Skin
One,
plays.
two. Why?
Seeing is believing.
Without eyes.
Why you believe eye is the most powerful sense organ?
No nose.
Sorry.
What about your smell?
Skin man.
Skin is the most powerful. Continuously receiving the information.
In your dream, can you speak? In your dream, can you speak? Only you see. In your dream, only you see. And let me tell you, I think many of you are aware that our eye having 500 megapixel power. 500 plus megapixel power of our lens, eye lens. And this technology harnessing the power of eye. This technology, immersive technology, harnessing the power at the eye. The University of Stanford, MIT, and Harvard, they are now the scientists are doing lot of research in this eye. In a fraction of second, how many things you are capturing here, how many stimulus you are capturing. Even your eye can sense the temperature of the room. Am I right or not? By seeing me, you can understand what I am speaking. अगर मैं इसको हटा देती हूँ, but the body language is there. With that only you can understand what I am going to say and what I am telling. Is it or not? By lip movement you can judge what I am saying. Most of the time we used to do that one. So this technology harnessing the power of the this technology harnessing the power of eye. Getting my points now. Before coming to this slide, let me ask you one thing. How many of you are afraid of using technology in your teaching learning process? afraid or like chodo na yaar, I won't use this technology. I'm not ready to accept or learn this technology for my teaching learning and process. How many of you?
In the beginning,
In the beginning, 10 years back. Now,
no,
how many were confident using technology in your teaching learning process? The rest?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I am the teacher educator of the philosophy of education.
That doesn't matter.
So for
Any
Google
subject, na any subject. Your classroom interaction.
in Google Classroom we are using for PowerPoint presentation we are using, but video content is less for us.
I know many of you are senior from me, and you have, I think, much more experience than me. What I experienced, I was a part of ICT curriculum designing of our country, ICT curriculum. So during that time also, I understand so many things. Why should we integrate technology? Why teachers are getting scared of integrating technology and all. So before explaining this thing, I will give you some very, very, very generic alphabets of understanding technology. And I hope after this you will never worry about technology. Okay. This alphabets, if I forget any alphabets, so correct me or you just help me to sequentially I can take all the alphabets. Okay. So hold on. Just try to find out the common words in this entire alphabets. Okay. Let's see. A for I'm saying ABCD of learning. A for augmented reality or A for asynchronous learning or A for adaptive learning. B for blended learning. C for computer assisted learning or computer based learning. Or D for digital learning, E for electronic learning, F for flipped learning, H for hybrid learning, I for individualized learning or internet based learning, J for joyful learning, K for knowledge based learning. L for lifelong learning, M for mobile learning, O for online learning, N for network based learning, P for program learning or the personalized learning. Personalized adaptive learning also we are using this term. P then P Q for that QR code based learning. R for your reality based learning, this reality environment is the real time learning. S for synchronized learning, ST for technology based learning, U for ubiquitous learning, V for virtual learning, W for web based learning, X for your extended reality learning, Y for YouTube learning, and Z for I do not know. That company
Next company
ubiquitous learning. UBIQ,
H ma'am.
and network learning. Na?
Ubiquitous learning.
Jogo, madam.
Huh?
Zoho.
Z for Joho. Joho is a company.
That's what from company's software we can learn.
So maybe you can add more terms to this alphabet, but one thing is that is the learning is a fix. Is it or not? And for us, being a teacher educator, learning matter most. Not that alphabets, ABCD, whatever technology we are introducing. Am I right? So no worry. No worry. Your all the theories of learnings are there. Maybe your constructivist, behavioristic, or your lot of theories are there. Okay, now connectionism also came. Connectionism, fine. So don't worry about that things. Whatever the technologies come, we know that learning must happen. Am I right or not? Stimulus and response. Better will the stimulus, better will be the response. That better response shows that actually learning happens. Am I right or not? So here also you can see the reality word I have used, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, extended reality, pause reality, n number of reality, web-based reality. So these companies keep on introducing new alphabets. So here also you can see I have used that term virtual reality and your augmented reality, mixed reality. Nothing. This is nothing. This is the branding of reality. The branding of learning. Agree? In the very beginning I told you, we will not accept any technology will that company, IT companies and any organization simply You teacher are not adapting the technology. How come we will adapt? For us, more important is learning. Learning, is it or not? Now, this is only that concept of that one. So this is the basic definition of this immersive technology. 360-degree videos are there, mixed reality, augmented reality, virtual reality. Only we are enhancing the hardware and software to present the concept. Okay? Now, this is the takeaway. What is the basic theoretical and practical concept in the visual aspect of immersive environment and virtual environment? Immersive environment are digitally created space that replicate or extend the reality, engaging multiple senses and enabling interaction. How is it possible interacting in a digital world? Have you ever interacted with a digital object? Have you ever interacted with a digital object? Say yes or no.
Yes.
How?
Through mobile phone and every gadget, we will have interaction with every gadget.
I mean digital, not hardware. Digital object, not the device. I'm saying that not hardware. So YouTube or animation, any videos you are watching. Have you ever tried to interact with any object there in the video?
No.
Is it possible to interact with that object?
Interactive videos we cannot clicking, drag, and
That is simulation. That is simulation. And we are creating a parallel world, like this is the lab, ICT lab is there. Can I create similar kind of virtual world? Where like chairs are there, tables are there, your computer systems are there, we humans are sitting here. These all the devices are there. Can we create similar environment virtually? Yes, we can create. We can create. This chair is movable. I can sit here. Can we create in that virtual world? I can now pushing the chair forward and backward. So can we do same thing in the virtual world? Yes, that we can do. This is this virtual world. But how is it possible? How we can create this virtual world? Can you create? No. We cannot. Like we normal teachers are there, we cannot create this virtual world. We need specialized people to create this environment. So just I'm trying to give you the foundational understanding of this one. So what is the foundational theories behind this one? Rooted in psychology and cognitive science, immersion depends on the presence, immersion and interactivity. Like that now you are in the present in this classroom. Suppose you are maybe you are attending this same session from online. Which one will be more interactive in nature? This one or that online one? Why?
Psychological condition is there. If I'm present, I can learn better.
No, you are interacting with me. Okay, your presence of mind, that immersion, that you are immersed here, you are interacting with me, that is more interactive in nature. So if you are able to interact with any object, learning object, that gives you the better immersion. Okay, that convincing your sense organs, this is real. And your sense organs, if you go to that, our sensory memory is there, and after that your information processing unit is there, then you are forgetting and you are remembering. That information processing unit is there in our brain. So how our brain get convinced? This is real. I need to process this as a new information, and I have to make it as a knowledge. Until or unless will not get convinced. Until or unless you will not interact with that one. Am I right or not? Okay. So that was visual aspect, like that this all the objects here, the visual aspect of this chair, this bottle, this system, that AC is there, anything is there. Any objects are there. Like that also we need to consider when you will create a virtual world. The realism is achieved through lighting, shading, perspective, depth, hue, high quality texture. I told you that your eye can sense the temperature also. So this visual aspect is there. That when we are creating that environment, the lighting is very much important. Depth is important. Cues are important. Then your quality of your objects. 3D, that all contains will be the 3D in nature. Then forms of environment, 360 video, images, AR, VR, MR and XR. This is the virtual world, like that here every characters are there. This chair having their own role, this system having their own role, my role, your role, this mic role, this AC role, this fan, everything is these objects in this lab having their own role. And this we need to define before modeling. This is a computer lab, I can make it a bio lab. No, this is not an idea of bio lab. This is the idea of computer lab. This is not a concept of your physics lab or mathematics lab. Why? Because no physics lab equipments are here. Setting is not here. That's why we are perceiving this one is a computer lab, because lot of computer systems are there. So like that we need to imagine that environment, and after that we have to place every digital object on that environment. And that object created by the computer graphics and modeling. That it enables the creation of life like visual through 2D and 3D modeling using mathematical algorithm to generate images. That is 3D objects. Then animation, as I told you, it should not be 25 frames per second. It should be more than 25 frames per second. Otherwise, your eye will easily direct your mind. This is not real. This is they are fooling me. मुझे बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं. Minute or not, your eye will send the message to your brain. This is not real. Please don't go on that one. They are fake. Is it or not? Then your character, every character should be realistic in the nature. Like that in physical world, this chair is movable, and that virtual world also every object will be movable. Animated form. And that's make an interactivity in nature. Then virtual world creation, we are using specialized software. Then interactivity, real-time rendering, ensure object and character respond dynamically to user input, enhancing engagement and learning effectiveness. You know, in this virtual world, I am standing here and I am moving my head like this. This object is also moving in this way. I am moving in this way. This object will also come in this way. We will track my motion, how I am moving. Accordingly, this object will be automatically customized and moved. Okay. This is very important part. You might be wondering how the James Cameron created that Pandora world. In Avatar movie, how the James Cameron created that Avatar world, that Pandora world. How he has created. These are the elements when we create a parallel world or metaverse or alternative real world or a reality environment or virtual reality environment. Very first important one is your elements of reality, that is virtual environment. Here we have a lab, HP XR lab. There we are doing R&D, research and development. So when the programmer or the graphic designer or the content writer, three type of expert we required here. One is content designer, content writer, like that we academics are here. We write a storyboard and script, okay, and we align every sequence of the content. First this one, then second clip, then likewise sequence, then word audio and your cues, visual cues. Everything we are writing in a script and storyboard. After creating the script and storyboard, the graphic designer, they are creating the graphics, the object, 3D objects. And after creating that one, the game engine developer, the programmer, basically the programmer, they are assembling all the objects as per your script and storyboard in the game engine platform. That is completely a programming, complete programming. Here you will learn how to create H5P element and the video and the image and audio recording and all. But there is no camera and all. No, we are not using a camera. Only the programming. One software is there, with the help of the softwares we are doing that one. So while designing that environment, these are the elements, the programmer, the graphic designer as well as the content writer, considering all these things. The description of object within the simulation and the rules as well as the relationship that govern this object. What does this mean? That this is computer is there and this is the table. What is the relationship between table and computer? This is one object and this is one object. Fine. This is one object and that is the one object. So what is the relationship between that object also we need to define in that environment. Are you getting my points? Okay. Then determine by its content, object, and character. What is the character of this chair and what is the character of this table. That also we need to consider, and accordingly we need to write the script. Then display through various modality, visual, oral, and hepatic. Only this one, and this one. These two sense organ. This is touch, this skin touch, and this touch we can use here. Hepatic is there, and this touch, taste, and this one. These two sense organs completely suppressed here. 90%, 80% we are using the visual part, 10% oral, and 10% hepatic. Their interaction. Then, like real objects, properties displayed through visual mode pattern. Like real objects, properties such as shape, weight, color, texture, density, and temperature. Like that, this physical environment is there. Also, the same thing we do in that virtual environment. And the virtual environment grouped into 4 categories: topology, object, intermediaries, and UI element. If we not consider this, because you should know how this environment is, we are actually developing. Okay. Virtual presence. I remember during my school days, my teachers used to scold us, "You people are physically present, mentally absent." Is it enough? Actually, they are not mentally absent. They are actually virtually present. They are creating someone else. Something else. And actually, that's not happening. So this feeling of actually being in an environment, you are not present there, but you feel like you are in that environment. Okay. Because while watching Avatar movie, when we had the 3D glasses, you forgot who was sitting next to you and what's there in where you are sitting actually. In a theater, or you are in the Pandora world, or every sense organ suppressed there. Only this one is active. Am I right or not? So this is completely a feeling of actually being in an environment. Physical virtual presence, that is sensory, that is sense organs, actually make us feel that you are actually present virtually. Okay, they're presenting the virtual world to a user with a synthesis of stimuli to one or more senses in response to user position and action. 7D, have you heard that word 7D? Ramoji Film City, have you been there? In there one chair you are sitting and that chair is also moving and that screen is also moving. You feel like actually you are diving in an ocean. Is it or not?
Yes.
So that is nothing. This is a position and action. Okay. Synthetic stimuli often drawn out from the real world to decrease mental presence in the real world. Synthetic stimuli means your hearing ability, your sense ability, your taste, this all sense organs completely suppressed. Only you are entering in that virtual world with your eye. That's why I asked you, in your dream you walk, you can you see? Yes, but can you speak? No. But you can see this whatever the words are coming, you can see and you can judge what the people say in that your dream. Is it or not? In your dream you are not speaking, but you can see what they are speaking, even you can hear what they are speaking. But actually eye is involved in that one. So this technology we are using here. Okay. Then mental presence is there. Depends upon the goal application of virtual reality, varying the degree of intensity. Realistic display includes sight, sound, touch, affect the level of mental virtual presence. You might, heard about the mental injury. The virtual world also, create the virtual injury. Motion sickness. Okay. Sensory feedback. This is very much related to education. Better will be the feedback, better will be the learning. And this technology give you the immediate feedback to your sense organs. Reality system provide direct sensory feedback to user according to their physical vision. Like that I'm sitting here. Okay. So immediately this environment will give you the feedback. This is the right position you are sitting or not. If you are any object interacting with that one, immediately that that environment will give you feedback that this is the right option you have selected or not. But normally in your digital content, you are not, getting the immediate feedback. Even, YouTube movies or videos you are watching, are giving you the immediate feedback. No, this is completely one-way communication. But here is a two-way communication. The most feedback is provided with visual information and hepatic information, and automatically measure the position and orientation of objects in the real environment. Here, you are not getting the immediate feedback, but in virtual world, everything you will get immediate feedback. That's on your motion, movement, your location, your position, your size. Okay, so this is important interactivity. So you read this line and you tell me what you understood here. Very soon, your school might get this lab setup, and you have to operate these head-mounted devices. And there you will interact with every object and all. This is interactivity, the ability of the user to affect computer-generated environment represents one form of interaction. That means, like that, I'm interacting with the chair, this mic within you. In that virtual world, like that in Avatar movie, that hero is interacting with every object. So every object in the Pandora world interactivity in nature. That's why he was able to interact. Is it or not? He was touching any flowers, that flowers is blooming or is closing the petals. He was walking down through a water, that water is also making a wave. Is it or not? So that water and the flowers and the plant, whatever is there, that James Cameron programmed in such a way that every object in that virtual world is interactivity in nature. If you will touch, it responds. Hepatic is there, na? So if you will touch any object, it will respond. I am touching this one is responding like that. Also in the virtual world, every object is in interactivity nature. In the very beginning, and I showed you the three big questions. And that question, there is a perspective. The how we are presenting the object, digital object, that change our perception. That is the interactivity in perception. The way you interact with that object, it will change your perception. Maybe positive and maybe negative. Am I right or not? And that determine our action. So that is why we see using this word interactivity and perspective. And while working with the same environment, it is necessary to follow activities like pose, gesture, action, gait, direction, and a speech. In your class also, you're giving direction to your students, na? Is it or not? To maintain the classroom discipline and to manage your classroom, you're giving lot of instruction to the student. Same thing you have to give here also. Exactly same thing. That's why this is we call parallel world or alternative reality or virtually, but this is real. Every action you are doing in the physical world, the same thing we are doing in the virtual world. That perspective can use several options to change user perception and the virtual environment. Like that, I told you the heart. Have you seen the heart? You said no. I can feel the heart, but I will show you the heart in the virtual world. And I take out the heart, and again I keep it back in a right position. Okay. I haven't seen a plus b whole square, but I can show you the a plus b whole square. I haven't seen 0 and 1. Have you seen the 0 and 1? But 0 and 1 is actually, now you can see this is the 0 and 1. Have you seen that the planet Venus, Jupiter? Have you seen that one? Have you seen the galaxy, solar system? You have seen. Have you interacted with the Mars? Mars red in color. Where is Neptune? Where is Pluto? Can I bring that one to the students virtually? And can we make them feel? Yes? Planetarium, one example. Now that same thing will bring in the classroom with the headset.
The
This
lion
is human.
is beside us.
Yes.
The lion, tiger.
Yes. Now I can standing here, I can plot all the solar system here, I can interact with every solar system. In chemistry, hybridization is there, SPDF. The chemistry teacher better know how difficult to make the student understand that one. The Bohr model, the Thomson model, and Rutherford model. Difficult or not?
Yes, yes.
Very difficult. And still we are struggling how to make the student understand that thing. Let's bring this technology. To plot all the Rutherford model here. Is it possible or not? Neutron, proton, and electron place here. Let them interact with this one. Is it possible? Yes, this world will make it possible. That's why you are bringing this technology in education. So this one is related to neuroscience also. central nervous system. Lot of things we need to consider before developing this content. Then display technology is important because this is the display technology. This is a display technology. Head-mounted device, the display technology. AR glasses is display technology. Your mobile is a display technology. Without the display technology, we cannot experience this technology. That is visual. Display is important. Okay. Last line is there. The virtual reality system tricks the sense by displaying computer-generated stimuli that replace stimuli from the real world. Yes? The tricking our sense is nothing, it's tricking our sense. Nothing real. But tricks our sense organ in such a way we believe that is real. That is virtual actually. And I told you about that 125 frame per second, nothing but tricks. Okay. Now, I already taught you about this thing, augmented reality. Yes? Any question?
Last one, what is madam? AR loop.
See, Alupa, the app, Skyview, the app, Parshala AR app, that is the NCRT AR lab. So we are upgrading that software. So very soon it will be available in your Google Play Store, and we will do the advocacy how to download that software. With the help of this software, actually you can experience the augmented reality content. Okay.
Doesn't Dexa doesn't come under the augmented reality app?
No.
Dexa app doesn't come under the augmented reality app.
So many things is there. Okay. Now you can ask me, क्यों ऐसा हो गया है? Now why we should use AR in education? The questions come here. Why we use this technology? We come to know about what is this technology, how this technology we are developing, who are they actually developing this one, how they are developing, that everything I told you. Now why should we integrate in our teaching learning process? Why?
It's more effective.
How you can say this is more
Understanding is
For better
You
learning.
can see like you told me
SPD hybridization.
Yes, we are actually presenting the abstract and complex concept here.
It cannot be explained through an audio.
Yeah, we cannot explain through that A B. Okay, आप उसको you cannot explain the heart. Normally we used to do in video and that drawing, simple 1D drawing. But this one is giving a real experience how real the heart looks like, brain,
we
how
are
the brain looks
concretizing the
like.
concepts.
Yes.
Concretizing the concepts.
Yes, and even you can interact with that one. You can touch. Okay, आप उसको touch कर zoom in, zoom out as per your eye. So visibility, kitna, how you can do that things. You can do. Then your virtual tours is there. Like the solar system I told you. You can make a tour to the solar system. Amazon rainforest. Would you like to go Amazon rainforest? Maybe yes.
Yes, totally so.
Not physical.
But what the limitation? Official process.
We have to get this.
How many paperworks we need to do? Consent from the parents, teachers, and that approval and all. It take a whole year. Better to drop it. We'll not go to Amazon rainforest. Now bring that Amazon rainforest in the classroom. With the virtuality, it will be very real. Very real. Okay. Then accessibility. Yes, in the Avatar movie, that person is physically handicapped. Yes or no? But it was explored the entire Pandora world. The students having the disability or the students having the issue with that, learning. Okay, the difficulties are there. We can use this technology to facilitate them. For us also, for the teacher also, for the students also. Okay, that's why this is accessibility. This is an example of NCR e-Pathshala app. We are working in this e-Pathshala app. Maybe next year we come out with this one. Okay. Virtual reality. This is the very concrete definition of virtual reality. We are simulating the real world. Simulating the real world with the help of computer graphics. And here the pseudo-natural immersion via sensory motor channel. Pseudo-natural. false natural, that is unreal. Okay, this is the devices we are using to immerse in that world, virtual world. That is immersive technology. Here a VR headset is there, controller, because when you hepatic is there, no? Hepatic touch. How you will interact with the digital object. Now technology evolved, no need to use that controller. By your hand also you can interact every digital object, like I'm moving my fingers and all, you can interact it like that. Then this is your tracking system, motion, that how you are moving, your position is there. This technology is tracking your movement. Okay. The features of virtual reality, that is immersive, which is interactivity and multisensory. And immersive, I think now many shopping malls, they're having a special, that game zone is there. So they are having one VR immersive room is there. If you will enter in that room, you will feel like actually you are entering on that world. Am I right or not? So that is there. So you can get better. Some of you are staying in Delhi. So the IDEAC is going to organize a big event here. So you can go there and you see this one immersive. So how this environment is created? This is simple. A wall is there, and every corner they put one 360 projector. Okay, here and here, like the CCTV cameras are there. They used to project some projector, 360 projector, and the graphics is there. Only they will visualize the graphics. So your every graphics is your motion tracker. Suppose here that water is there and I am entering in this platform and I am moving my leg like this. So water is there. So this image will respond like that. I am putting the my leg in water. The sound, that wave and movement, everything it will track by my body motion. This all 360 camera will track your motion and accordingly they will respond to the picture. And suppose now the temperature here, the room temperature is 40 degree, and I will make this environment as a minus 40 degree, will shiver like anything. But actual temperature is 40 degree. But if I will change this one, this all the images and graphics at the minus 40 degree, the snowfall is there, you will shiver like anything. So this is what? Tricking our sense organ. This is the power of this technology. And the psychology people using this one for counseling and therapy purpose. The many students we can say, or person having that some psychological issues are there, they are treating that one also. This is the headset. This is the if you are a physics student or physics teacher, you can understand this one. High resolution display. The glass is Fresnel glass. The glass you will see here, that normally we use in the lighthouse. That is the Fresnel glass we are using there, and wide field of view. So wide field of view, how you will understand this thing? This is it 180 degree. This is 180 degree, and I having capacity to see the 155 plus minus angle. This much only. This is 180 degree, but this one is 155 plus minus. This angle only we can see, but this one we cannot see. Can you see this part? No. Backside views you can see? No. But this technology is wide field of view. Suppose I am moving this one, entire part is moved like this. So this is completely 180 degree. In technically we used to, this one is 180, this one is 180. So we are controlling 180 with one hand, 180 with one hand. That is 360 degree. Are you getting my points? Okay. Suppose I cannot see your upwards there in the top of my head. But with the hand of this 180 degree, you can see what going in is here. No need to shake your head like this. If you will take your head like this, you will move with the like that ordinary planetarium is happening. Okay. So that idea is they're taking comfort and ergonomics in case of that virtual tour. You cannot go to the Amazon rainforest, but with the help of this one, it's a very comfort and ergonomic. We are in education, that I told you, visualizing complex concept and developing spatial reasoning and improving memory and recall. Okay, so visualizing complex concept, I already told you, human anatomy, your all the maths is completely abstract in nature. So math can be better, can be taught with this technology. And physics also. Have you seen the current? Have you seen the Ohm's law? Chemistry? No. H2O. H2O. How the single bond or double bond or triple bond look like? Only the line we are making. Yeah, ionic sorry, the covalent bond and lot of bonds we are dealing. How it look like? How does form? This is abstract in nature. How will explain that one? With the help of this technology, you can do. Then this is the mixed reality. By seeing this image, you can easily relate how this technology is going to help the students. The students wearing a headset, and you can see this is interacting with every planets of the universe. This is interaction. In her hand, there is a controller is there, and with the controller, she is interacting with every object. Okay. नम्रता ऐसा क्यों आ गया है ये? लास्ट टाइम पीपीटी में तो ऐसा डाउनलोड आप लोग सही नहीं किए थे. So while sharing, at least इसको थोड़ा सा करेक्ट कर लेना, ठीक है? This is blending the reality, two reality, VR and AR. Then this is the characteristic real-time facial. You can see one student is experimenting. Nothing is in her hand. That is completely virtual. Actually, she is holding all the test tubes. She is adding all the chemicals and everything she is doing. And to save your chemicals, your safety, your lot of things is saving. More than 2000 modules we have here in that our experiential learning center. Okay. This is a mixed reality. See, one boy is interacting. This is not only graphics. Yes, this graphics is created by AI, but it's really happening. My personal experience is that Surathkal, NIT Surathkal, the mechanical engineering students, actually they are learning through like this. All the IITs, they are using this technology for teaching the mechanical or electrical engineering. The lab activities. Okay. This is 360-degree simulation. The same thing, lab, we are using this one. This is the lab. We having more than 400 virtual labs, class 6 to 12. You can interact with that one. That we call simulation. Okay. This example also I have already cited. So one students you can see interacting with the molecular structure of ABCD of anything. And here you can see the heart is there. So because it is very difficult to relate that ECG and your heartbeat. Even we are struggling how to read your ECG report. Is it or not? Whatever the doctor says, you are blindly following that one. Am I right or not? Have you tried to understand how this graph is formed? Your heart is healthy or not? Am I right or not? Yes. So what we are teaching to our students? We are not teaching these things to our students. Half of the real only we are teaching to the students, and half of the real is completely unreal. They never get chance to explore. Only the textual information they are reading, and after they are generalizing, the heart is like that, functioning is like that. If you will present that concept in a likewise, then what will happen? It will save the time. Better clarity in the concept. Yes, this is a virtual lab. We have a virtual lab. This is the Diksha virtual lab. I think many of you are aware about that one. We are logged into the Diksha. Okay, Diksha का presentation नम्रता नहीं हुआ है ना? So in virtual lab, one vertical dedicated for the virtual skill lab and the virtual lab. You can explore that one. This is a virtual lab. This is a virtual laboratory. This is simulation based. This is completely simulation. Not this is it. This MR and VR and XR. This is not that one. Why should integrate this one? Why we need to integrate a virtual lab? You might say that, wondering me that too much digital. After seeing this, session, you might be wondering too much, technology. Am I right or not? Everything technology will do, then what you will do? Everything, this technology is giving everything, all the things it's providing to you. Because you cannot develop a content. We have a more than 2000 modules are there. Let the students create the headset. Let the students learn by themselves. And what's your role?
How to use it, we should do it.
That is the problem we are facing. AI came. What is the role of teacher? What is the role of teacher?
every technology has its own limitations. Teacher has to explain all these things.
That's why I told you, no, ABCD of technology learning. That's why I told you, you know better your students. Okay. In the last session, I think last week, one of my faculty, she told, ma'am, this technology is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Why this is dangerous? I know when I was very young, my parents used to tell, don't watch too much TV, it will nothing happen.
Easier spectacles.
Nothing happened. Happened or not? Now you can ask your students and kids, please don't use mobile phone. Better you watch TV. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's more near.
Don't worry.
Less evil.
That's why I told you about the ABCD of technology. Nothing to worry about the technology. If you will take excess water, excess intake of water is also dangerous to health. Yes, yes. And I found that most dangerous tool available in our home is gas cylinder,
Yes.
knife, variety of knife, cutting devices are there. That is more dangerous than AI, more dangerous than this. Am I right or not? Am I right or not? In a fraction of second, you can use it. Which is more dangerous? This technology dangerous or that your kitchen having, I think, go and count how many tools are there. Variety of knives, variety of choppers, and variety of all the tools are there. So this technology is also a tool. How meaningfully and how responsibly we are using the technology, it's matter. Am I right or not? So we should not blame to the technology that this technology is going to replace a teacher or going to harm a student.
Too much of anything is good for nothing, madam. So technology, if we depend everything on technology, we will become fertile. Or part of duty will become fertile.
I believe that Darwin says survival for
Existence.
struggle
Struggle for existence.
that we are doing. You are here for that purpose. I am here for that purpose. Am I right or not? So now why immersive technology and assessment? Teaching is learning is not enough. The final outcome is assessment. So how to use this technology for assessment in China? I think you have read so many news and research paper that China is using AI in this virtual reality headset to assess their children's learning and tracking their learning path, and they are measuring the learning difficulties where they are facing the problems in learning.
Span of attention.
Yeah, span of attention, everything they are assessing. I don't know when we will start in our country. So this simulation based assessment is there, like that, the formative assessment is there. Hardly we do that one. The virtually, suppose when a student is doing any simulation or any experiment there, so automatically that is captured there. So that you can use in your summative assessment, that you can bring that summative part in your formative part in your summative. So this environment is inbuilt on that one. It will track your students' performance wherever they are facing problem to solve any issues, or the span of presence or span of interacting with that object. They are taking maximum time to interact the particular object, kind of diagnostic assessment, it will record automatically, and teacher can access where the student facing problem to understand the particular external data. So that is simulation based assessment and skill based assessment also. Digital skill, that's a tool that we cannot, this five fingers is not equal, all tools are not equally important. And then ma'am told we are using the PowerPoint. I remember one of the professor, my professor told, PowerPoint is the most powerful tool to misuse the power of PowerPoint and the power of the human. Is it or not? PowerPoint is the most powerful tool to misuse the power of PowerPoint and the power of the individual. This is the misuse of the PowerPoint. I am simply reading the points. Is it or not? And you capturing the photo.
Everywhere we are witnessing
You
the
can
same
take some
pattern.
time, madam.
So every resource person is doing the same for training purpose.
Actually,
They
they
are simply
forced
reading
this program. Coordinator people forced me to use PowerPoint. Otherwise, I never use PowerPoint for my presentation. And at the most of the 90% content you understood by the verbal part rather than this PowerPoint.
Yes.
Am I right or not?
Yes.
Am I right or not? So how meaningfully we are designing our content. So that is PowerPoint is the only to highlight the powerful point. And how we are using the PowerPoint. Reading the PowerPoint, I will stand, I will read by one by one. There is the power of explanation. It is the power of this technology. So we are misusing the technology. Then skill-based assessment, that is the digital literacy. We cannot ignore the digital literacy. And you are here for digital skills. You are here for digital skill. Am I right or not? Why you are attending this training?
Yes, you are right.
Skill, digital skill. And that is important for 21st century skill. Then immersive problem solving task. Immersive problem solving task is an abstract concept. That's I told you. A plus B whole square is, I don't know where it is. I don't know why a circle is a 360 degree. Why a circle is a 360 degree? Can you explain this thing to your students? Tell me. Why a circle is a 360 degree? One of your students will ask, sir and madam, why a circle is a 360 degree? Why not 365 degree? Why not 350? This is easy to remember. How you will explain this one?
My measurement it is 360 only, no, madam. It cannot be more. Or it cannot be less.
Degree is different from circle or circle is different from the degree?
Math people can better explain. And by the help of this technology, you can better explain. This one is, you will use it, this is the 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. You use that concept here, you will get the approx answer with this one, and you can tell your student why a circle is a 360 degree. Longitude and your longitude and that imaginary lines are there.
Latitude and latitude.
Yeah. This exists in the earth?
No.
No. Imaginary line. Without using this imaginary line, can you teach the students that map, entire the physical map and political map? That is imaginary, na? With the help of this technology, you can better, present that map concept to the students. Am I right or not? Even you, the timing is there. The Greenwich mean time is there. Then 15 degree, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, you can see the entire the 24 hours divided into that one, that one. That is imaginary. But we are using this one in our day-to-day life. So that is immersive problem solving. Then formative feedback, yes, provide continuous feedback, immediate feedback you will get. Then creativity in design. Yes, in this environment, students now, very soon we are going to start this activity for the students also. They will create their imaginary world. Because whatever I am teaching to you now, whatever information I am giving to you because of my imaginary world. If I will not able to imagine, I cannot narrate everything to you. So when you are narrating anything to your students, actually that is your imaginary world you are narrating to your students. The way you have understood the concept, the way you are explaining to the student. Am I right or not? And some teachers are good in explaining the some concepts, some teachers are better in visual part, some are in writing part, some are in verbal part. What about the students? 50 students sitting in a classroom and using one approach to explain the concept to the all individual students. 50 individual minds are there, na? And we are using one approach to explain the 50 minds. One approach you are using, that is your verbal approach you are using to explain the 50 minds. How is it possible? We are failing the students. Students don't, actually what I believe that we make the students fail. Students don't fail, we make them fail. We are unable to explain the abstract concept to the students and the complex concept to the students, and we are asking same thing in the questions. They are unable to write. They are unable to present, and we are making them fail. Is it true or not? This is happening. So now this technology giving the platform to the students, they can create their imaginary world. They create their virtual objects there. They manipulate. They customize everything they do in this environment. Then gamified assessment. How many of you love playing that Candy Crush? Why you like Candy Crush? That is gamified, game-based learning. And this one is gamified means you are interacting with every colors and arranging all that. There is interactivity in nature. That interaction is more interesting. So why don't we create that educational object that is very interactive in nature and game-based learning? Then collaborative and teamwork, better. More we will collaborate, better we will learn. I think Indian madam will give you the group work. Is it or not? And you understand better in a group work. Otherwise, individual work, नम्रता मैम को बोलना कि एक एक इंडिविजुअल असाइनमेंट दे देने के लिए, then you will suffer the issues, क्या क्या problems आ सकते हैं. Right or not? Half of the questions you will not able to understand what actually Anjal ma'am wants that one. And within the group you will understand, no, part, 10 first 5 people are there. So every people will understand 20%, that you will make it into 100%. That is the collaboration and teamwork. Okay. Now, the common concern from every teacher we get. The cost of that game engine one platform is very costly. Cost of one software, that is 3D software, is very costly. The cost of the salary or manpower of these three people, academic content writer, 3D graphics, and the programmer is very high, more than our salary. And teacher training, you are here for that reason. 96 lakh teachers is very difficult to cover. Then technical support. The headset, I think नम्रता इनका विजिट है ना कल, तो इनको थोड़ा सा वो ले जाना हमारे यूएलसी में, अगर मौका मिलेगा तो एचपी लैब में ले जाना. There you will see one headset, good headset cost more than 80,000. More than 80,000. Just you imagine. Is it possible for our school? Basic ICT infrastructure we do not have. How will get this device? And content development, one content take minimum 1 month to one content. It is very costly. One software costs lakhs. Lakhs. So we teacher cannot develop this content. And these are the major challenges we are facing. That's why it's taking time to reach our school. I think KVS, NVS. Anyone is from NVS? No. So NVS, Navodaya Vidyalaya, they started setting their lab. KV also started setting the lab. NCRT already we have set 4 virtual reality labs. Per school we have given 25 headset, and maintaining that headset is also very challenging. We need the technical support. A lot of technical things are there. And before ending this session, I would like to take some questions from you, and I will show you some videos. Any questions? No questions. This is one software actually we are using for creating the 3D graphics. This is not picture. This is not your mobile capture or your professional camera capture images. This is created by the software. So how real it's look like? How real? The shadow you can see, the lighting effect you can see. This is software created. It's beautiful, na? I do not have a session, otherwise I could have demo about this software. है सेशन नहीं ना?
आज तो नहीं है
Likewise, your James Campbell created out that graphics, and that is very real. So this is nothing. This is the game of. You can see this image. This is not at all like your camera captured. This is the graphics. How real it is. Real better than real or not? And you can see the leaf are moving in water, even that you can see the waves of the water over light, shadow, and everything is customizable. And you can interact with this object easily. I think now you can relate interactivity. I can create a Amazon rainforest. I can create a real volcanic eruption. And I can create a virtual tour to the solar system and the universe. And we can create everything with and every object with interactive in nature. Okay. Now see this one, the lighting effect. This is just I'm showing you the demo of this software. See, this is called Lumion Pro. See.
क्या हो रहा है? टाइम हो गया सोने जीतने का, वो भी हर घंटे, और साथ ही मिलेंगे एश्योर गिफ्ट्स भी। सिर्फ सोने पे सुहागा ऑफर।
So this is actually immersion. Very 360 projector. Graphics and 360 projector. The room is there. 4 wall rooms. Only they have floating point to point 360 projector. Any query? Thank you. Any query? No question.
Immersed with immersive technology.
Yes.
Ma'am, my question is there. As like you are having a subject specific ICT tool and all the things, and is there any subject specific AR and VR tool is there which you can use the classrooms?
No, this is not the right way we can pursue this question. Subject specific tool is not the yet. We cannot use the specific tool, subject specific tool for VR. Okay, we cannot create this one because so many people involved, so many experts involved in creating this content. Individual software we cannot use in this one. Like that, you are for interactive content H5P you are using Audacity, you are using your audio creation and video editing. This is not kind of technology. You can use your tool and you create your immersive content and all. No. Okay, this we are creating a parallel real world, or you can say parallel world. And parallel world creating is not a simple task. That's why I told you the Unity game engine platform is there. This software I have shown you, and your content designer, the 3D graphics like Maya, SketchUp Pro is there. Then your Blender free and open source software is there. There we are creating 360 or 3D images. After creating that one, we are rendering 25 frames per second. I told you, but we are creating 125 frames per second. That you cannot do with your normal tool and all. We need specific software for that one. And specifically subject specific tool is not yet, I know, as per I do not know any subject specific VR content tool is there. No. We are creating module, VR content we are creating. Okay. Anyone?
We are already out of time, so we'll not take more questions anymore. We are supposed to finish at 5. We have crossed so much of time. Still, since you were all immersed, so we have not disturbed you, but right now I have to stop. Sorry for that. So thanks to Dr. Bobby for giving her time to take us through this. Actually, there are some online sessions which they are taking already online training on virtual labs and they are doing it. So whenever the training is happening, those details are available in that page, web page which I told. So please look forward. We cannot finish anything in one session. This is all just like a trailer for your whole movie. So if you want to see the whole movie, please come to the specific trainings. Okay. So that is what we wanted all of you to think about. So thank you, ma'am, once again for sharing the thoughts.
Thank you.
So with this, we are closing the day 2. Group 2 is expected to release your newsletter tomorrow by morning. And those who have submitted your TA form can leave. If your incomplete forms, kindly complete and go. If the forms are incomplete, we cannot process this. Today you have to submit the forms and then leave. So those who have finished submitting, you can leave. Okay. So we are meeting tomorrow by 9:30 before. We'll start at 9:30.